Hey world, in today's 9 minutes motivation, what I'm going to share with all of you, listening to it, one part of you will really like it and one part of you will not like it. But I think I need to share. It's very important. So this marriage season is going on, and I've been happen to have very some close relatives, close. So nice to say, all of them my relatives only. Actually, I don't have my real relatives in Bangalore. But anyway, I relate with them so closely, they become very close relatives of mine. So, a lot of these close ones, family members, or somebody in the family, or they're getting married. So, the season is going on, and I've been happened to witness and be a part of few of them. So, a lot of circus happens. Sorry to use that word, but literally, a lot of circus happens in those engagement functions, marriage functions. So, this was one engagement function which was there. I was standing and witnessing the whole thing, and this master of ceremonies are there, this MC, especially ladies are there. So they call one by one. Some programs happen. They come and perform dance sequence. Something happens. So this father and mother of the groom also came on the dais for some dance or something. Our dance performance was over. This MC approached and say, "Oh, it was nice." So typically, it was, don't want to say it, but after seeing people dancing in this marriage functions, no, actually it is good. After that, you believe anybody can dance in life. A B C D, like A B C D E F G till Z, you can believe anybody can dance. So this and MCs, they really go over the board saying that, oh, it was marvelous performance, it was brilliant performance. I can't control but laughing when I listen to all these things. But okay, it is all about expressions, and it doesn't matter the steps there. Father and mother of the sorry, they came on the dais, so they performed. MC came and said, "Oh wow, it's no nice to see you." Blah 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 blah. And I said, "Okay, before you go, I want to ask you. You have been married for so many years. Your son is getting engaged here. So, what is that one from your married life you want to give advice to both of them to have a great married life? Like you have been married for last 25 something years." So the first they asked the mother. Mother straight away picked up the mic and say, "Only one word: compromise." And audience went, "Oh wow, clap." Then the mic was handed over to the father of the groom. He was thinking for a few seconds, but I was standing in the audience. I poke my nose everywhere. With my loved one's life is there, I always poke my nose. From there, I said, "You said sacrifice." He got prompted. He said, "Sacrifice." Everybody got, "Oh, super, super, super." So her advice was compromise. His advice was sacrifice, and people liked the whole thing, and it all happened. But I went into thinking. There are times in my life when I think and speak. The times in my life I end up speaking something and then keep thinking, "Oh my God, what did I say?" So I was just thinking about it. Sacrifice, compromise, really? Because these two words have been so heavily used and rubbed onto everybody in our life that in life you have to sacrifice, you have to compromise. In relationship, you have to compromise, sacrifice. In marriage, you have to sacrifice, compromise. And I was thinking on those lines. Is it really sacrifices? Are there really compromises? Or it was a choice that you made? Choice for why? I'll give example from my life. So this mobiles had come. No? So mobile bug bites you. So you're always with mobile. So there was this time in my life when I came to Bangalore. A few years later, I had the mobile. I think I had an iPhone. So, I don't know. I was too much busy with the phone all the time. I'll come back home. I'll be in the phone, replying the messages and on the phone, talking and all those things. One day, Vaishali, my wife, she really got very pissed off, upset, and said, "Outside you are there, I understand. Come back home, you're still talking to the students, talking to the people, and this and that. When will you have time for both of us? This is not fair." And she was on rampage, and I felt very offended because I was thinking I'm doing a great job in life to help people, counsel them on the phone, a larger good. I don't know that is my purpose, not her purpose. But in the whole process, she was getting messed up, and all was getting messed up because of that. And I felt offended, and we had a little argument. But an out of nobody cares for the work I do, and then this trip I went, ego trip, and then my ego took the better of me as a ticket. From now onwards, I will not use the mobile in the house. I'll come in the house, I'll keep the mobile silent mode and always keep it ulta so that I don't need to. The moment you see it, only you feel like picking up. So I'll keep it. So as long as I'm in the home, I will not pick up the call. So this happened like for almost 15, 20 days. And only after I go out, I'll pick up the mobile or talk on the mobile, return the calls or return the messages. So in the home, I will not do that. Something happened, your husband, wife, you need a reason to fight. Wife don't need a reason to fight. She needs a husband to fight. Same as with the husband also. So 15, 20 days later, some fight again happened. We both had an argument. And in that whole thing, my ego was like, you know, try to prove myself how brilliant I have done in my life with you, or how much I've done for you. I said, for your sake, I have stopped using the mobile also in the house. And in those moments, I forget I have an intelligent wife. Your dumber wife, we can get away with everything. Intelligent wife is very difficult. The moment I said, for you, I have stopped using mobile also in the house. But Sissy replied, hello, mind your words. You did not do it for me. You did it for our relationship. And the way she said it with so much of punch and so much of no emotions, blunt, tack, and it was logic. And it hit to my correct. I am not doing it for her. I'm doing it for the sake of the relationship. I was trying to say that I compromise and sacrifice using the mobile in the house. I said, no, it was not my sacrifice nor the compromise. The moment she said, you did not do it for me, you did it for our relationship. I realized it was a choice that I made. It was a choice that I will not use the mobile in my house. It was a choice that you made, whatever it may be. You are giving it the name of sacrifice and compromise. You know what happens because of this? When you give the name as sacrifice and compromise, you put the other person into guilt. And when you are put into guilt, you feel weak. Your mind becomes weak. And then you end up doing something to prove the other person wrong, to make him or her guilty. And in this trap, it goes vicious cycle, and we keep on becoming weaker and weaker in the relationship. I don't think we make sacrifices or compromises. It was a choice. We made the choices in life. So let's stop using the words called sacrifices and compromises in life or in relationship or in marriage or any of the, whether it's leader anywhere. No sacrifices, my dear friends. No compromises, boss. It's all pure choices. How much guilt we have put. Jesus Christ sacrificed his life for the humanity and this and this, and such millions and millions of people have that guilt feeling because of, for our sake he sacrificed. Jesus Christ was told, Christ, run, they're coming to crucify you. Your own person has sold you for a few shillings. Go. And Christ himself said, without blinking the eyes, in his faith, if death is the gift of Lord unto me, who am I to refuse it? I'll happily go on the cross if I have to crucify myself. He made a choice. It was his choice. It was not a sacrifice he made. With all due respect to the entirety of every religion, nobody made any sacrifice or compromise for the sake of anybody else. It was purely choice. We all had our choices to make at that point. You can give it a name of sacrifice and compromise to create a lot of emotional drama there and to put emotional guilt into other person in the relationship. But that's not fair. It's absolutely not fair. Take it what I'm speaking in a very proper sense. Nothing is sacrifice or nothing is compromise. It's just words which you use to make the other person emotionally weaker or play with the emotion, or you can do emotional blackmailing for the entire thing. But my dear friends, everybody made a choice. Whether Bhagat Singh to Sukhdev to Rajguru to Mahatma Gandhi to Subhash Chandra Bose, all of them made choices, great choices. That's why they are legend. Revolutionaries, religious leaders, religion founders, because they made great choices. They made extraordinary choices which common man can't even think of. Common man gives a name it as sacrifice and a compromise. If you ask these people when they were there, did you sacrifice yourself? Did you compromise yourself? They'll say no. It was a choice to happily go and hang ourselves in the name of the country for the sake of the country. It was a choice. They didn't sacrifice anything, my dear friends. Let's not use these words and make the other person weaker in the relationship just because you want to prove a point. Not fair. Not fair. That belief. Let's get things right. Here we go. So guys, go get set and go.